Hello, audience. I just got back from Las Vegas, Nevada last night. As some of you might know, my father fell ill. Those of you that follow me on TikTok, anyways, because that's actually the only place I posted it. I haven't made anything on the YouTube yet, which is what I'm doing right now. He had some complications with his heart, unfortunately, so he had to have a pacemaker installed. Come to find out, he had pneumonia, which I guess is what caused a bunch of issues for him. Thankfully, he's okay now. He's in bed at home. He was released about a week later almost, which was really good for him. Suffice it to say, I flew out that same night. I mean, he wasn't looking good, and I asked my sister if she wanted me to go to help, and of course she said yes. And I'm like, I'll be right there. So I was able to get a flight that evening, which I mean, it is what it is. I just had to fly out. My wife was very supportive. I mean, she's like, go, 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 go be with your dad because you don't know what's going to happen, right? So she stayed here and handled the house, the kids, the pets, and went to work still. She's a trooper, and I really do appreciate her for that. I mean, it was awesome through our hard times. She was able to at least hold it down here, which was really good. Once I got there, I mean, I spent the night with my dad at the hospital, and I was able to just hang out with him. I mean, hopefully he was in better spirits after I got there. And then my older sister lives in Missouri, and she showed up the next day. And I'm guessing that he just felt better having us there, so he's got a little stronger as the days were going by. And it was a nice relief for my brother and my sister that actually lived there with him, or in the same city anyways, and we were able to give them a little break from staying overnight and dealing with the doctors and them telling us what's going on and all this other stuff and keeping everybody in the loop as we were going by. And those of you on TikTok that did follow along on that and were giving us prayers and hoping that he was okay, I do greatly appreciate that. I mean, hopefully all those prayers and everything just got to him and made him feel better. So like I said, he is at home now, resting. He's able to watch his TVs. As he says, he's able to catch up on his novelas and all the stuff that he watches content-wise on YouTube, which he was actually really happy about. And I didn't really film there too much. I mean, I wasn't there for that at all. The last evening, my sister surprised me with a little kind of going out to be able to film some content at least and stuff. Because my dad was already resting; he's good. So before left the next day, which was yesterday or whatever, she ended up taking me to Museum of Illusions, which was really cool. So I had a good time there. I did film some of that, so that's actually what mostly this video is gonna be, is kind of towards the back end of that trip, which, like I said, I really didn't feel like filming over there and, filming with my dad sick, which I didn't really do. Also, the fact that he watches my content, so he probably wouldn't want to see himself sick and all that, which is why I didn't film it. I just filmed, him being strong and he's doing good. He's walking around great. So, I mean, it's going to be day by day. It's going to be about a year for him to recover after all that, but he will. He's a strong man. I know he will. So, Dad, I love you. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're, as I say, a little bit out of the woods and everything, but you just have to keep, doing your treatments and doing your therapy and all that, and you'll be all right, Dad. I know you will. You're a strong man. I mean, you raised us right, so that's good. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and show you some of the trip that I was able to film down there and everything, and that'll be it. It'll be a short-ish kind of video, and then I still have another video coming, hopefully this week as well, the one that was pending from last week that I wasn't able to do. On a final note on my trip over there, I really do want to appreciate and thank all the family that went down to support my dad, and got to see cousins that I haven't seen in a long time, and aunts and uncles and everything. I really do appreciate everybody that went down there to support. And, I think it made them feel better, and I think it made them understand that, hey, dude, you got a lot to live for. Your family loves you. And, I think it put them in really good spirits, so I really do love you all, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for showing up on a hard time, and I can't even thank you enough. Thank you. Good news, everybody. So Dad's okay. He got out of the hospital, so he got his pacemaker installed yesterday, I think it was. And so he's at home resting now. So I have just one more evening to spend here in Vegas, so everything's relaxed. Everything's good now, which is nice. So my sister's going to take me to a place like it's like a selfie place, like a museum or something like that. So we're going to go check that out, which will be pretty cool. I can make some content out of that, which will be nice. Very excited to get home, ready to see the kids. I mean, I've been calling them every day, calling the wife and everything, but I am so ready to go home. It's very hot here. I used to live here, so I know how it is and everything, but we'll see y'all later at the place, at the museum. Illusions Museum instead of the other selfie one, because that one looked kind of so we might do that another day, possibly, but not today. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, hanging out with the sis today before I get to go home to the wife and kiddos. So we're on our way down there now. It's kind of a bear finding parking here though. It's crazy, but it's pretty cool because it has these little red lights that show you the availability. Basically, it's green, you're good, red, you don't go. So yeah, we're just heading down there now. We got about an hour to check in. That's pretty. Figure out how to get the heck out of here. We don't know. We're lost. What does it say? Compare the two boxes of images to be easier to get through than the narrow. Oh, it says magic, and then it says illusion. Ooh. Trip out. That's pretty cool. So these are cool. They're like triangles on this side. You come to this side and they're squares. That's pretty trip out. This one's pretty cool because it doesn't have any shape or anything, but then you look at it in the mirror and it's the Statue of Liberty. This one, the same thing. Doesn't really look like much. And then all of a sudden it's an astronaut. That's pretty cool. So funny thing, I learned how to clone myself. Oh no! There's thousands of us! That's fucking crazy. My sister almost busted herself on this, so I'm gonna see if I can make it through without falling. Cause it's, oh my god, it's so weird. Oh, it's so trippy. Oh, there's no way. That's so weird. Wow.
I want to do that again.
It worked out.
Siénteme, sueñame en Las Vegas, en Las Vegas. Búscame y estaré